Hey YouTube, how are you? A bit of sun. Yeah, there's a bit of quite good lighting though, wouldn't you say? I taught yin yoga this morning. So I'm a yoga teacher. I'm not a qualified yin teacher, but I'm a yin teacher, yin yoga teacher in training. So I've been doing it. I've solidly been going to yin classes now for over a year. I've got my eye on a couple of yin yoga training. I'm reading books and I'm studying. I'm a student of yin yoga and I'm really into it, so I love teaching that this morning. And one thing which I had passed on to me by some of my teachers and something that I pass on in my classes is a check-in with yourself before you start the practice. You know, a yoga class, you walk in and before the class you might have had a busy morning or whatever, and so by checking in with how you're feeling on 3 levels, so physically, so how your body's feeling, how tight you are, how your muscles are feeling, physically, mentally, so how busy is your mind, how much stuff have you been thinking about, have you slept well, have you got a lot going on in your mind or not. And then the last one is emotionally, so sort of psychologically, emotionally, what's going on, how you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling free and happy and light, or maybe you've got something going on and so you've been experiencing sadness or grief, or so just being aware of what you've been feeling in all of those, in those sort of 3 facets. And then you do the practice, the yoga practice. Hopefully in the yoga practice you go out of your mind into your body and you breathe and you use the poses to get into your body, into your physical space. And then through the poses, through the breathing, through the sort of meditative movement that a yoga class is, that's why we practice. We do these poses, we do these practices, this meditation, this sitting. We tune into our body, and then at the end of the class, it's also a great time to tune in. So after Shavasana, after you've had your time to integrate the practice, to really check in then again on those 3 areas. So how am I feeling now mentally? And how am I feeling now emotionally? And how am I feeling physically? And by really noticing that, that's when you see what the practice gives you. So it's a real awareness. So if you're going to be aware of how you feel at the end of the practice, then that is a really good way to see, actually that yoga class really helped me. So myself going to yin yoga every Tuesday morning is something that I do. And even if sometimes I feel too busy, I don't have time, I shouldn't go, it's a waste of time, whatever, I should be doing more things. But by having that check-in before and after, then you really can see, oh, I've gotten all these benefits. Mentally, I feel clearer. Emotionally, I feel like more grounded in what I'm feeling. And, you know, physically, I feel looser. I feel like I've ironed out some knots and I feel freer in my body. So by really checking in before and after, you can see what the practice has done for you, which is kind of evidence about feedback about why it's good for you and why you can keep going, and why it helps you. And so that's an example of when you use it in your yoga practice, but you can apply this to anything in your life. So maybe do it before you go for a walk. If you're going to go get some exercise, check in how you're feeling beforehand and afterwards and see, wow, actually after that walk, I feel clearer, whatever. So after a walk, or even after doing something fun, like how do I feel before and after I eat like a huge ice cream, or how do I feel before and after I lie on the lounge and scroll through my Instagram feed for hours? You probably don't feel that good. So by using that sort of that check-in, it helps you realize, well, hang on a minute, if I do some yoga every day, if I do some meditation every day, I feel better. And so just by checking in, because often we don't even stop to do the check-in, we're just constantly going, what do I need to do next, where am I going, planning, thinking, which is a real you know, a modern day thing, instead of being and feeling and sitting and staying. And I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that helps. I hope you like that. More yoga content coming at you. I'm teaching Tuesday morning yin yoga in Brisbane until the middle of August. And it's starting not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I'm teaching every Saturday morning yoga. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm so excited. I really enjoy that. So it's cool. Okay. Please like the video and subscribe. That would be great.